The law of inertia, also known as Newton's first law of motion, states that an object will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by an external force. In simpler terms, this law asserts that objects tend to maintain their current state of motion, either at rest or moving at a constant velocity, unless some external force causes a change. The law of inertia is one of the fundamental principles of classical mechanics developed by Sir Isaac Newton in the 17th century. It serves as the basis for the study of motion and forms the cornerstone of Newton's laws of motion, which describe the relationship between the forces acting on objects and their resulting motion. The law of inertia, while originally formulated to describe the motion of physical objects, can also be applied metaphorically to habits and human behavior. Just as an object at rest tends to remain at rest, initiating a new habit can be challenging because it requires overcoming the inertia of existing behaviors or routines. Like pushing an object to set it in motion, it often takes an initial force or effort to start a new habit and overcome the tendency to remain in the current state. Once a habit is established, the law of inertia suggests that it will tend to continue unless acted upon by an external force. In the context of habits, this means that once a behavior becomes ingrained, it can become easier to maintain over time, as the momentum of consistency helps sustain the habit. Similarly, the law of inertia implies that existing habits may resist change or modification. Just as an object in motion tends to stay in motion, habits that are deeply ingrained may be resistant to alteration, requiring significant effort to overcome the inertia of existing patterns. Breaking a bad habit can be likened to applying a force to stop an object in motion. It requires deliberate effort and persistence to overcome the momentum of the habit and change direction. On the flip side, establishing positive habits can create momentum that makes it easier to maintain those behaviors over time. As with an object in motion, the initial effort to start a positive habit can lead to a self-reinforcing cycle of continued action and progress. Overall, the law of inertia provides a useful framework for understanding the dynamics of habit formation and change.